Right, we've done this quite a few times now. We're going to be having a look at changing the seals in this steering box. Now this is a right hand drive box, so I can't really give a straight exchange out. And this is Joe's off his 110 project. You know, we're doing the drivetrain, the engine, gearbox and transfer box. But he sent it to me because he can send it back quite easily in the box with the engine. And he wanted me to have a look at it because I've probably got the only power steering box testing equipment in North America. But it was perfect, as you saw in the last video. It was great. So what we're going to do now is take the seals out. And we've done this time and time again, and I don't really want to keep doing it. But we're going to have to do it. So we're going to take out from here the circlip. That shouldn't be too difficult. So now we have a pair of circlip pliers. I'm going to try and get this one out. Ooh. That's tight. The circlip's rusted into the joint now. That's got it moving round. And with a bit of luck, we now should be able to get that out. God, I have no room in here. Glad when it's spring. Damn it all. Oh, wait. It's bound up by the rubber seal underneath. Well, pity anybody doing this on the car underneath. Like I say, this is one of the reasons why I sandblasted it, to get over that. So I've got a little small screwdriver here. I'm going to try and get this out. Wing dingle it out somehow. Dramatic, isn't it? And the thing is, it's almost out. The little eye things are all together. I thought I'd do this video just to show you what the funny about these things can be. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Right. Got it. The next thing we've got to do is drill in here 2 small screw holes. Now I can't move the camera unfortunately to show you, but what we're going to do is just drill 2 little tiny holes in this metal plate. What does the metal plate look like, Mike? Oh god. Well, just a second. I'll open the kit out and I'll show you. We've got to get this seal out of here. There's like a dust seal. It's not a hydraulic seal, it's more like a seal to stop the last few drops of oil pouring out. But it's kind of thick steel, so we've got to drill through that and put 2 self-tapping screws in to pull it out. I've got a box of self-tapping screws here, and I've got a drilly thing. Now the thing you've got to be aware of is not to drill at an angle through the side and hit the casing. This proves to be a problem because sometimes the drills are just too short. Let's try a longer drill. Might do. Oh, wear goggles, by the way, wear glasses. Don't do it what I do. There we go. Now the thing is, with that, we're going to blow it off because we don't want those metal particles going into the seal. Now all I've got to do now is find my blowgun. Oh, it is here, it is here. There we go. That gun there leaks a bit, so I can't use it very well. Now, Want some screws. Let's see how it'll fit into there. Ooh, that looks a happy fit. You see, what you're supposed to do is take the centre shaft out and then knock the seal out from the other side. We don't want to do that. I'm doing it like you would do on your car and struggle. Upside down with ATF dripping in your eyes. Right, you need a pair of pliers, diagonal cutters. See if we can lift that seal out. Oh, look at that. You think I've done this before, eh? Because by doing it like this, you can grab hold of the threads of the screw, pull it out. Yeah. I've got a bigger window of opportunity now. Yeah, I can imagine all you guys doing this under your car. Trying to get it out, cussing and swearing. Oh, and you'll have to do it in the rain as well. Don't forget to do it in the rain, and probably do it in a puddle. That's even better, I do believe. It finds it hard to believe that when I first started doing my cars, we only had a terraced house, didn't even have a garage, so I had to work in the gutter. How things have changed now. God, that's tight. Oh, let's get a bigger screwdriver. We can get a bigger screwdriver now, we can get some purchase on that. But you see, it's perhaps a good example of how difficult these can actually be. There we go. She's out. Right, the next thing we've got to do is get the seal out. So what we're going to do is use our same screws and see if we can screw into the seal, because you can see I've drilled through the rubber seal. And then, you know, because it did hold pressure, it held pressure pretty well. So we might find that this shaft isn't marked at all. Something odd here. Ah, that's a better way. And there comes the seal. You picked a fine time to leave me loose. Seal. Throw that one in there, there's a bit of fun. There we go. So you can see the seal has still got lips on it. On the outside. What's it like on the inside? It's pretty good. Oh, put it back in then. So what is the shaft like? Well, we're going to get our our shaft-o-matic tool tester. Which is just simply a little O-ring fitting tool. It's got a flat end on it, so we can feel the shaft, feel the need in me. Get our little work light here. Oh my! Oh! I don't need to do that. It's beautiful. Yep. That's a beauty. No. All I'm doing is feeling see if there's a ridge on the shaft, so I don't have to take it all to bits in it. So, get our seal. I want to lubricate this with something. Yeah. Anything's better than nothing. A bit of crown rust proofing. Drink up. Now, before we do that, we want to put some tape on this spline so we don't damage the seal. Right, before we do anything, I've put the tape on here to protect the spline, and I've put the old seal back on for the reason being that I want to tap these threads down, and I don't want any muck going in there. So I'm just going to slowly wind this down, and this is going to clean up those threads so that when we put a nut on, it's just going to spin on. Now I did sandblast this earlier, and you know that this, doing it this way, will that go on there? Yeah. All I'm doing when I'm cleaning this up, I'm not actually cutting any threads, I'm just taking the rust off, so it doesn't, you don't have to go backwards and forwards every 5 minutes with it. Now that thread is looking really nice. See, not much came off it. This is the original nut, I do believe. Yeah, even the threads inside that is not too good. So I've got a spare nut here. See if this is any better. Oh, that's better. See? Now I'm just going to go and get a washer and I'll be back. So we've cut the thread. That's nice now. The nut fits lovely. Fits really nice now. Now we're going to fit our seal. Remember, put some tape on this. We don't want to damage that that edge. I'm just going to put a little bit more oil on this. We'll just use a little bit of light oil for now. I know we should use ATF, but I'm going to give it a start and get that seal down into its position. And then we're going to use a little piece of plastic pipe on the top. We're going to use a washer, the lock-in washer, lock-in tab, whatever you want to call it. Got a socket. We're going to put a little bit of pressure on that, and then using this same tool that we tested the shaft with, because it's blunt and rounded, it's not going to damage the seal. Now you could do this by warming up an old screwdriver and banging it, but I've got a set of these, so it's not too bad. So what we're going to do is progressively push that seal in with a little bit of pressure on it and work it round into that gap. It will go, it might start to pop out, but don't worry about that, it'll go. And just progressively work it round. There we go. Don't use a sharp tool like a screwdriver or anything like that. So get it started is the worst bit. What the heck's rattling? It's going clink, clink, clink. Anyway. And just be patient. Don't turn the screw until that lip's completely in the housing. And you can see why it's important to use a little bit of lubrication to put that in. And you can see just by using my hands, I can push that seal in now. Wish I had a bit of paper. Where's some paper? A bit slicky. and then it'll jump over the slot for the circlip. It'll go in. Just give it a little push down, help it on its way. Back it off a bit, move the tube across and just push it down. There we go. That's what we wanted. That's it, that's the way. Now fortunately I've got a pressure tester so I can test this, but there, that's gone over, that just jumped over the slot for the circlip. Now we can screw it down. Don't use air tools or anything like that. Or you don't know if you need a ratchet on it, it's going in wrong. That's just about it. When it starts to spin, and that's it. A quick observation, and just double check there's no bits of lip cut up, kicked up. That is good. Now we can fit this sealing ring. The lip goes this way. Well, in fact we could use the same bloody method, couldn't we? Thinking about it. Just make sure it's all snugged down nice and tight. That is a bit thicker on the walls as that one, so we're going to cheat a bit because it's a steel with some outside bits on. It's not going in quite square there. Sometimes you do get problems with this thing. Problems with the bloody washer getting this off. With a tight fit. Oh yeah. Just need to tap it down with a wee punch. That's it. Yeah. Just make sure it's nice and snugged down, because if not you won't get the circlip in. That's that. Circlip. Circlip in, little punch to make sure it's down. Push it around and we are done. We can now take off our tape I can find where we started and finished. There we go. Now the last part of this is to test it. Well, not really, but the last part of it usually is to fit the dust shield, little dust shield here. I don't do that until it's painted, because I don't want to paint over that, but that just slips over there and it falls on the floor and makes a mess. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I'm going to do that one later, but the next one we're going to do is the seal on the front of here. So I'll get set up for that and I'll turn this box round.